And then we wrote a contract on it.
Double win. Double win.
$45,000 below asking.
Hey, you know what? Can't get a counter if you don't put an offer.
That's right.
All right. Other than Jim, Max, it looks like you're about to do some kind of like detrimental discovery or some kind of monologue about aliens or something, and they're gonna voice change you.
Extraterrestrial species have been on the planet since 1920.
Exactly.
I have a little bit of a win. I mean, it's not like I got an agreement or, even signed a client, but I had my first successful open house
There you
and
go.
I got 12 leads, but four of them are solid and said that they would, set up an appointment to do private showings and that I might even get a listing out of one of them too. So that's good.
Love
Max,
that.
where'd you do your open house? You had 12 leads.
Yeah, I'm interested too.
It was in Hereford at the Andalusian property listed by Sheila Cooper for $777,777.
Is this in Sierra Vista?
Hereford.
I was going to say the only words I understood were the dollar amounts.
I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, high ticket buyers, I had a lot of them. A lot of them came in and were like, we have our own realtor. And those ones are the ones out of the 12 that, I'll follow up
Don't
gently
believe
with,
them.
you know,
You can't
but
believe them if they say that.
no, I don't believe them at all. But I mean, they were throwing out names too. They're like, do you know her? Do you know her? I'm like, well, do you know
Okay, then maybe if
aliens
they're
and
throwing out names.
Do
What?
you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin
You
Man?
know the Muffin Man? Yeah. No, but there was a lot of, good there was a couple of families that were, very receptive and they wanted to, use me for private showings. And then I had a couple neighbors stop by and then I walked around to the neighbors' houses after as well and door knocked. And one of them let me in. I toured their house, which was really nice, you know. So very nice area, Wild Horse subdivision, expensive HOA,
Very expensive HOA.
very
How
expensive.
much?
We're not familiar with Hereford or Sierra Vista.
Twelve
And
hundred a year.
what he's talking about is like Pima Canyon, but in Sierra Vista.
It's the Ritz Carlton of
You
Hereford.
guys think 1,200 a year is expensive HOA?
That's one HOA.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, Christina. We can
Have you been to
Just like-
Sierra Vista, Christina?
we're not as fancy as you.
Yeah,
I'm just
here's
saying,
their
like
HOA.
we've got 55 plus communities that are like 300 some a month.
That's crazy. Well,
What
I
is
mean,
it in California,
so-
Jim?
California is insane. I'm from California. California is nuts. Expensive.
Jim's
Jim,
like,
what's
yeah,
your
that's
HOA there?
nothing.
My HOA in my house is only 116.
A month, right?
Yeah. What's that?
Which would be 1392 a month or a year. So still more than 1,200.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. Perspective.
But I've
This is
got a
what you
gym, I've got a
guys can
pool,
see.
I've got a clubhouse. Like, there's a lot of amenities here.
You some of you have been to my house. Can you guess what my HOA is?
2,700 a month.
Yeah, it's probably
$3.99.
$0.
Well, you have
50
cannons in your front yard, so I'm gonna guess there is no HOA.
$50 a year.
Oh, really? What does it cover?
Nothing. Leave me alone. It covers them to have a newsletter that they send out every month that I throw away.
Funny story. I've been here 14 years and we have a full gym in the clubhouse. You know how many times I've been there?
0.
Maybe three. Maybe three.
I have a full gym in my garage. You know how many times I've been there this year?
That's what happens when you buy a home gym. It's too convenient, but when you pay into a membership, you feel like you have to go. Especially when there's a sauna, a pool, steam room.
Yeah, there's a pool, there's a hot tub, there's all that stuff.
Well, you're slacking, Jim. You gotta set a reminder on your phone, dude. You gotta set a reminder, dude.
No, the issue is I make everyone else's priorities above my own. So
There you go.
that's a problem. But what other wins you guys have? Christy's back. Welcome back, Christy. Hope you had a good trip.
I have another closing today.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
This is salty, by the way. This is
Yeah.
the salt.
Yeah.
We're so excited for you.
It's supposed to give you something to give her. My bad. I totally forgot. We'll just have to mail it to her.
It better come in gummy form.
I think it does. I think we're gonna send the exact same gift right back.
I love that.
You get in trouble for that?
Is that where it came from?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I forgot that. Oh man, that's extra special. I hope you send a couple bags, like a BOGO.
We're gonna send one to her, one to the agent, and one to their sales manager.
You can never have too many.
Manager's getting all black.
Man, that
Black.
sales manager pisses me off.
Hey Dan, I had a lead just call through. I'm gonna call them back real quick. I'll be right back.
Why are you telling me? Just get off the call and go take care of your lead. Crazy face.
Congrats.
It's like one of those things like I have to go to the bathroom. You're 30. Handle your business. Teacher, can I leave? No, what are you talking about, guys? This is in no way, shape, or form am I your boss. I mean, I'm really close to being Holly's boss, but that's about it. The rest of you, misfits.
Well, did anybody listen to that Gary V?
I didn't listen to it. I read it, which is much faster because I know that it probably goes on tangents, and that's why we have the recap. So,
Dude, you gotta listen to it. Like
I saw it this morning.
you saw it, like you listened to it, or what do you mean?
No, I have every intention of listening to it.
Oh,
what
I
she's
see. Yeah.
talking about is if you did not see it in our group chat, which is our WhatsApp group chat, she put in Gary Vaynerchuk's, also known as Gary V, social media presentation. He wasn't the keynote, was he?
Yeah, the other day. Well, we've got Jay Shetty tomorrow, but he was the social media con keynote speaker. And let me tell you how many feathers he ruffled.
So far, how has your family reunion been?
It's great.
It's worth going this year?
It's always worth going. Got some got a lady that's already, we're gonna connect Wednesday about a seller lead there in Arizona.
If you're not going to these events, you're missing out on referral opportunities. If you're not going to these events, you're missing out on education opportunities. If you're not part of our group WhatsApp, the link is in our chat on Zoom right now. Click it. I'll add you in so you can be a part of all the new stuff because you won't see the old stuff. But I don't want you to miss something going forward.
So what's the difference in content versus, family reunion versus mega camp?
So family reunion is the bigger of the two. It's a lot more panel and instructional education, keynotes, the company address, vision speech, when Mega Camp is more mastermind-ish around highly productive, engaged. Doesn't mean you have to be a mega agent to go. You can be brand newbie and go and learn. It's just it's the expense. I'm going to Mega Camp this year. I didn't go back. So
Where
My
is it
first
at?
my first mega camp was I was just randomly at the dog park with a friend of mine who lives there with his dog and saw a guy that had a cattle dog because I have a cattle dog. Struck up a conversation with him. He's like, "Oh, my friends just moved to Tucson." I was like, "Where'd they buy a house?" He was like, "Oh, they're renting right now, but they're gonna be looking next year." That was my sale earlier last year at 1.2 million. Like from a random conversation at Mega Camp. It's like I have gotten a deal out of every single conference that I've gone to, every single one.
Yeah, I'll be at mega camp this year.
here's the goal, right? You go to those events, find business to pay for the event. If you spent $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, whatever it is, to go with the intent of finding referral partners to feed you that $5,000, $6,000, $7,000.
You can go for significantly less than that too.
Now, Christina went. She stayed with a friend. She was already there. She probably spent $23 with some coupons and a punch card for Chick-fil-A. And she came back with a lead that eventually turned into a $1.2 million buyer. I think she paid for her trip. So this time when she went to family reunion, she got the splurge. So now she's 6 ways in a 2-bedroom, splitting it. Total cost is $312 for the trip.
Yeah.
Didn't take her punch card. She's splurging this time. So
Yeah, if only you guys knew. Fabi's here. I'm just calling her out. I'm gonna put her on Front Street. Fabi's sleeping. Fabi and I are splitting a room. No, we're in the hotel that when we tell everyone what hotel we're in, everyone goes, "Ooh, you guys are in the fancy hotel."
Did you say sleeping? Isn't it 10 o'clock over there?
Listen, sir, you go hard or you go home, okay?
you do both. You go hard and then you go home. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure COVID started with KW Family Reunion 2018, 2020.
Jim's just mad because he's not there. Huh, Jim?
That's right. That's right. Somebody should recruit me.
You don't have to be a KW agent to go to Family Reunion.
You
No,
don't?
as a matter of fact, you go way cheaper if you're not.
Honestly,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
if you're not a KW agent and you go as a non-KW agent, they are the nicest to you.
Yes, they are.
Oh, dang. Because they're trying to recruit you, huh?
Not that we're a cult or anything.
But when you check in, you do get a thing of Kool-Aid. Just saying.
Yeah, it's a red packet of Kool-Aid.
Is
Oddly
it
colored.
spiked with Patron?
It could
They
be.
just give you the packet, no water?
Yeah, we hard base this stuff, girl. What are you talking about?
They give you a fun stick with it. Just lick and dip.
The schnozberries taste like schnoz. All right, we're off to a great start today. It's Monday. We reset our mindset. We move forward. You know what? I think we should talk about the Gary Vaynerchuk thing. I read something in that note extract that he said, spend half of your working hours on content and lead generation.
Wow.
Sorry, 51%. 51% of the weekly work hours to content, cross-post identical videos across platforms with platform-specific copy, and then lead generation. Come on now. Some of you guys haven't spent 15 minutes on lead generation, let alone 15 minutes on content generation. I was in a meeting about AI with a bunch of, don't get offended when I call them blue hairs. Just how you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Silver sneakers.
Silver sneakers. Well, here's the thing, right? They don't trust it. They don't want to get involved. They don't want to use it. Technology scares them. No, it's lead opportunities there, right? You're not going to see Donna Reed adopt Aaron Jacobs' version of AI and go out there and post 100 videos of an AI version of herself. She's like, oh, it's taking my identity. No, it's not. It's entertaining people to have them remember you. However, the same conversation goes that with AI, who's not using AI to write emails and texts for them? That's what I thought. Every one of us. So soon, the spoken word will be more trusted than the written word. So does that mean we can't use AI to be trusted? No, it just means sharpen your skill sets with AI. Hey, I need to make 7 videos this week. Yes, I said 7, 1 a day. Oh my God, that's so much. 30 seconds a piece. I need to make 7 videos this week. Give me a topic that's local to my location, blank, 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 blank. I want to focus around something new every day that's real estate related, community related, religion related, whatever. Give me the idea, the hook, the script, make it about 30 to 45 seconds long. Now, those of you who are not on camera, show me your hands and say, can you, if you cannot follow a written script for 45 seconds? Who here has a hard time with reading? Just me? Okay, great.
Me. I'm
Memorize it,
dyslexic.
I don't have a
right?
hard
Read it
time
out
reading, I
loud
have
a
a hard
couple
time with
times.
comprehension and
Me.
retention.
I get hung up and stutter.
Yeah, you don't need to read it. Just understand what they're trying to say and put it in your own words. Or if you can't do that, read it out loud 10 times. Get back it, right? Get back it. So if you have a hard time just reading from a script, then you're going to take a little bit more effort to make the video. You're going to have to read the script in part, get comfortable with it. And you know what? Maybe you're going to have to do multiple takes and then seam them together. You ever watched a video on social media where it's not just the same vision of a guy talking? It clips to maybe, an image of a truck going by or a house or a key or something, but you still hear their voice in the background. It's probably because they had to seam it together and it cut.
I'm gonna drop in the WhatsApp too, Dan. The guy that went after Gary Vee talked about like how to make a successful, like what are the ingredients in a successful post, and it was like hook, the sound, something else, and the sauce. I took photos of it, and then I have an AI of that one, a recording. It was great. It was short and sweet.
Okay, for those who just joined Liz and Christy, I just reset. I reposted Christina's lecture notes from Gary Vee's thing. Check it out. It's worth your time.
It is a lot of cuss words, and I'm just saying that because apparently that was like there's like a handful of people from the conference that were like, I can't believe I paid for this. This goes against our values. They could not look beyond the cuss words. And if you
And I
don't
bet I know what
mind
color the
it,
fucking sneakers are.
it was literally like people are commenting on there like I've gone to 7 family reunions. It was the best keynote. Like it was I was literally, it was like worth every single cent if I had only come and listened to that. And it is truth bomb after truth bomb after truth bomb. Like you want to know where the future is with AI and like the truth of what we need to be doing, literally go listen to it. Read the synopsis, like, and go listen to that recording.
If you get offended by curse words, it says a lot more about you.
Yep,
That's
true.
somebody's message. You don't have to listen to every word. You don't have to take everything as an offense. Just listen to what they're saying. Now, if they're talking differently, then that's fine. I'm not going to come up here and preach like my preachers when I was a kid. I'm not going to be that evangelical. Right? I'm not. But I'm going to take the messages that I learned from them and I'm going to regurgitate it through my filter. And honestly, I will say that sometimes there are people out there that use the F word like a punctuation mark.
That's Gary Vee.
Gary Vee is one of those people. And then you know what? That's okay. That's him. It doesn't mean we have to emulate it. We just take the message, move on.
I think it just saturates their credibility a little bit to me. It removes the professionalism and saturates the credibility. I think the overuse of cuss words, it loses its emphasis and it kind of creates a little bit of it makes it seem like they're insecure.
Jim,
Well, not if you know Gary Vee. That's just how he
don't know
talks.
Gary Vee.
He's like, well, what I'm saying is like
I know who he is. I know
Yeah. Well, he addressed
style.
it. He was like, he was like, y'all, and he was like, I want you to take this message too. I cannot not authentically be myself. He's like, I'm a kid from the 80s from Jersey. Like, and like, I am with that dude. You guys don't even know. Dan's seen it. I cuss like a sailor.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how to dial it back for clients, but every military person in that room was like,
why do you dial it back for clients then? If that's you.
Because I'm tailoring it to an audience of one. I'm not a paid speaker that's coming in specifically for the, person that I am and like the content that I've got to deliver to an audience, like,
Well, hear that same
energy. Why would you give your clients any version of you that's not?
Hold on, Jim. I'm gonna end your argument in one sentence. When you're staying home by yourself, what do you wear?
Sweatpants.
What do you wear?
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Are you going to wear whatever you want to a client presentation?
No.
No, because it matters. Stop trying to judge people based on they change for others. No, we all fucking do it. Every one of us puts on a different suit for the people we're talking to. That's sales, baby. That's making people feel comfortable. If you're working with a group of highly polished, super dressed, driving Bentley type of clients, you're probably not going to wear jeans. Unless you're an idiot and you're like, I'm going to wear my dirty cowboy hat and my greased up jeans because I am who I am. They're probably not going to, they're not going to think this person understands my business at a level high enough to trust them with my money.
But
And
I
the
bet
same
if Gary
goes
Keller
for
would have
those,
walked in
if you
wearing
show
Juicy
up to a
jeans and cowboy
trailer
hat.
park in a Bentley wearing $9,000 suit, the client's probably going to look at you and go, they're going to take advantage of me because they're smarter than me.
Yep.
Yep.
There is a blend between the two. Now, if your vernacular in rooms that you feel very comfortable in does not match the same vernacular as the ones you're having with one-on-one clientele, that is not disingenuous. That is you being scripted. Now, I'll tell you, on this call, I talk to you a whole lot differently than I talk to you one-on-one, don't we, Jim? Because you and I have a relationship beyond this environment. Now, some of you in this environment get a different version of me than you get in my office. That's not a bad thing. But when you're talking to a mass of people and you're there to hear that person's message, to get offended by the words they use shines a lot on you.
I'd never get offended. I just
No, not yet. I'm saying just in general.
tarnishes the credibility a little bit.
I've seen some of the comments on this posting, and I'm like, okay, fine. Only 20% of the people that heard that message are going to do anything about it.
I know. Well, that's the truth right there, and that's the point he was making.
And 20% is
No,
generous.
Is that even in the message too? I just know that that's how it is. Because even on this call, only 20% of you are actively listening. And of that 20%, only 20% of that are going to do anything about it. I've had the exact same calls week to week. And some of you are like, oh man, this is great. I've never heard that before. We talked about it last week. I have been over something and then the very same day get a phone call or a text from someone on this call that we covered 2 hours earlier. It's not bad. It's just how our brains work. In the moment, you're going to hear a different message. If you're offended by a single word, you have now stopped listening to the message and you're now just absolutely interrogating the word usage. Just like the moment you identify as Republican or I can't even say the other word, a Democrat. I've been calling them reptards and libtards all weekend. Both sides, I don't care. But the moment you identify, they stop listening to your message and start trying to pick it apart. I love Gary Vee because not because he curses. Jim, I'll have to give you a little bit because at a point you're like, dude, find a different adjective. However, he's authentic. You know he's not trying to hide something from you. He's not the version of Polish that goes, I don't know. It sounds like he's talking above my pay grade. So
he's one of those talkers that make me feel comfortable for some reason, Dan. Like, because in my normal day to day, I have to like stop myself from cussing. Like that. And like when he speaks, it's like he doesn't give a shit. Sorry.
It was so genuine, but he addressed that too. He was like, I'm a very empathetic person. And he even said, he's like, for those of you that are offended, I apologize. Like, I genuinely am. That is not my intent, but I cannot not be myself. And that's the whole thing is he's like, be yourself, whatever version that is when you're out there on social media, be yourself, right? It's like, find your tribe type of a thing. Like if you're coming from a place of information and knowledge and like being the, what do you call it? Like the PR agent and mayor of your town, like that should come out over and above like other details.
I think every one of us should be the mayor of our town. There should not be somebody in the environment that knows more or the acute things about what's going on in your area than you. Again, now you know the people, you know the demographic. If you are servicing a certain demographic, you are going to automatically lean into that type of clientele.
I'll listen to Metallica on the way to a buyer consult and be Frank Sinatra when I get there.
Yeah. And he's not wrong. There are some of us on this call that are just absolutely magical with people. We make them feel seen. We make them feel comfortable. Now, I'll side with it, right? I cuss a lot, and there have been complaints. Not just on the morning call, but there was a lady that used to police everything I did that would come to me and afterwards shows you use this a lot. And I said, did any one of them complain? I was like, oh, so you're offended by it. Then don't come to my class. She wasn't there anyways. Those of you who've been around a while, you know the super tall redhead that used to be Kristen's bulldog here in the market center. You know what I'm talking about, Aaron? She was mean. She hated me. She hated me until she learned that I had a dog. And then for some reason she liked me again. It was like, I was like, that's all it took was a dog. I could have showed you the dog years ago. I just didn't like you enough to show you my dog. But at the same time, like if you're saying things that are offending the people that you spend a lot of time with, check it. Now, I'll say for the masses, most people grew up in a household where cursing wasn't okay. Especially in mine. My mom used to say it. Well, saying that word, it's just disrespectful to me. It's not disrespectful to you, Mom. It's just talking. It's to me get a point out. Even my aunt said it the other day. I was on the conversation with her. I was having a rough conversation with her, and she was hounding about something with my mom. And I spoke very poetically. And she's all, Daniel, don't use those words with me. Don't disrespect me like that. I was like, I'm not disrespecting you. This is just how I feel, and that's the word I use to describe it. If you feel disrespected by it, we can have a conversation in a different media.
I mean, did anybody else here talk differently with your friends on the playground or your cousins or whoever you hung out with childhood and then go home and act like an angel in front of your parents?
Oh yeah.
It's the audience, right?
Had kids growing up, friends growing up. That's my problem.
I honestly, up until I was probably in my later teens or like, I guess probably early teens, I never knew my dad would use the F word. I was using it for years, and then when I finally heard him do it because he was pissed off with another coworker, I was like, oh wow, he actually is human.
Words matter when they're put behind intention. You can weaponize anything, you frog licker. Right? You see what I mean? It's the intention behind it. I want to showcase one thing, and it's I don't want to just pin on curse words, right? We identify with that because it's very easiest for us to see curse words and normal conversation and feel comfortable with it. I want to showcase that it's Gary Vee telling you to be authentic by showing up authentically. When you're posting stuff on social media, when you're doing the videos and the tours and stuff like that, who cares if you trip on your word, right? At any given day, you can write down a half dozen words I've made up because they sound good in the moment. Remember those Danisms, Mikey?
Yeah. Hey Dan, where'd you get that stat from? Oh, I don't know. I just made it up.
Just made it up. Just made it sound like it in the moment. But that's the thing is Gary Vee, yes, he curses and he speaks like an adult, he says, but he's showing you to be authentic by being authentic. And he's also probably the most dominant person in that space. So he's earned the right to do what he wants. But I want you guys to lean into that as, okay, you don't have to go out there and just, have the F It song by CeeLo, if you know what I'm talking about. If you guys don't know who CeeLo Green is, don't look him up on YouTube.
And to piggyback what Dan is going, or where Dan's going with this, I mean, just like you said earlier, we get caught up with labels and we tune things out, we shut it down when you may be missing the message of what's really there. I mean, there's a lot of times I'll post stuff and people will be like, oh yeah, I agree with it. And they're not into the Bible. They're not into the word. I just post it just to see what type of reaction I get. And then my sister will jump in and, name the verse or do something like that. And I'm like, that was kind of my social experiment, but you're right. It's important for us to not tune others out in order to listen, even if it's against our values and anything like that, because there is probably an important message, be it the client, be it a learning lesson or something of that nature.
Are you listening to hear or are you listening to respond?
Yeah.
That is where we fail the most, is we're waiting for that break in the conversation where we finally get to give our words and those words don't fit. One of my favorite things that my wife and I do is that when she has something important for me, she asks me, am I ready to receive her words? Because that means shut up, listen to me, then respond. Oftentimes, we don't. So be authentic today. Be authentic this week. Go put your face on a video and your voice in sound. Unless you can do an AI, I don't care. Just go do something to show the world you exist. Be authentic. Be true. Be you. Sound good? Christina, thank you for sharing of your awesomeness. That was an amazing. I was actually bummed I wasn't there because I didn't know he was going to be there, and I saw everyone commenting about Gary Vee, and then all of a sudden here's Christina with the plot recording, and I'm all my hero.
Yeah.
Isn't that the best thing we've ever gotten?
So great. I dropped another one in there and it's trying to upload photos and videos from that following presentation because I had some like actual like tactical slides to share about best ways to film real estate videos and house stuff and everything. And like what makes a good engaging video, like the ingredients for it.
Man, you got good seats, girlfriend. Look at you. 3rd row out, 4th row out.
KW Cares, which by the way, sent it to Donna Reed because she and I, those are the only names I saw on the wall. KW Cares has this big wall in the Expo Center where they've got the names of all of the donors and everybody like that contributed. And I was looking for people from the Market Center. And what's sad is some of our top performers are not on there.
Send me that picture. I'm going to use that.
Yeah, I will.
People are missing. You act like you care, but KW's doesn't think so. All right. Lesson of today, don't use the F word like punctuation mark. If you're going to curse, be smart about it. Be yourself, be genuine. But if yourself is a mud bug, refine yourself a little bit better, okay? We don't need to play in dirty waters all the time. Now, if you guys didn't see in the chat, this is what Jim wears when he gets home. He goes, I've survived the outside. Bring on the soft pants. Every one of us is soft pants. Christina, thank you. When are you coming back? When's it over?
Tomorrow. Well, we've got Jay Shetty as the keynote tomorrow, and then I come back tomorrow night.
And for those of you who don't know who Jay Shetty is,
Just say he's a good balance to Gary Vee. If you had a
yeah, he's a British author, so you would know his voice and his face if you saw him. So he's a mentalist, focused on spiritual wellness, lots of purpose-built stuff.
He's great.
I'm excited for some of the pullback on that.
Yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts, questions, comments, concerns before I kick you guys out of here?
Great talk.
Was today worth your time?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
And if you don't know who Gary Vaynerchuk is, Gary V, go dive in a rabbit hole for a little bit just to see some of his stuff. He is a huge advocate of you posting a ton of stuff. He's like, go post 50 times a day. Seriously, that's what he says. So, all right, Max, I'm glad you're no longer in your torture chamber.